It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Elks and the Riverhawks.
And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire...
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Back to the air once more on second down. Taking off, and he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
To the air now on 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Elks will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away from a big win today.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Elks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Riverhogs offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Elks offense headed back to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And a short pickup there to about the 18. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. Get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now the return, and not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 3-all is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing now from the gun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Elks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Elks.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Elks take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Riverhogs offense make their way out to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Back back to the ground after the penalty. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw out of the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Elks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a give on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 3rd down, 3 to go. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
8-yard pickup. And the Salt Lake City first down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now. as he'll come on to punt this one away. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Here's 1st and 10. This one complete right side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Riverhogs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Riverhogs cut the deficit down to 1.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started across the Atlantic in the Irish capital of Dublin. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Shamrocks able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams.
Certainly a tightly
to win
contested
it.
first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To the right side here, pass is caught. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Third and 6. They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On fourth down, he'll send in the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Elks will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
At the 32-yard line.
So second down, and they'll run it. And they bring him down to 9 until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll come up here on second down and 5. He'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5. But that is enough for a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. On comes the Riverhogs punting squad. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same...
in trouble. Down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical backbreaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Second and 7.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, a big third down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Elks offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.